Welcome everyone to some Genshin Impact. And the 2.0 update is live. Well, it's been live for like over 24 hours now. But unlike everyone else, I had to wait until today just to stream it with you guys. I mean, I will admit I did kind of think, oh, I could just do it myself and then just like explore the area on stream, but well, the amount I'm probably gonna cover will pretty much be an entire stream time, so that's why I actually didn't do the story at all until, like, because I want to wait till today. And also, the volume should be a bit louder. I probably could end up being quiet, but if I am, I'll just move my mic close to my face and go from there. Anyways, I've been waiting to do this since the update went live, and finally, we're gonna start the story. We're gonna get started because I'm probably gonna do everything story-wise today, because I wanna. Oh, and before we do that, I'm gonna take this off because I don't want to be blown away. Why did I press Q? Okay, that was unintentional in that moment. Anyways, I took out the Sealy so the Sealy won't mess up with cutscenes. I mean, I always had the Sealy on for cutscenes, but considering this is gonna be all news story stuff, I don't want like anyone to phase through the Sealy or the Sealy gets in someone's face again. So I'm gonna do that. Anyways, so the starting point of the quest is at the Adventurers Guild in Liyue. So let's do that. Because we have this giant map to explore. Also, it is really a giant place. Oh yeah, also, I changed the bitrate for audio. So I could find a better way to render the VODs after streaming. Well, yeah. We have this whole section. If I'm right, okay, I kind of already saw, like, the shape of the map because, well, I mean, the update already went live, so I was like, it's okay. And the shape of the map, there's this empty space that is just water, apparently. Like, there's nothing here. Absolutely nothing. So yeah, that's what I know. Anyways, I'm gonna get started. So let's, you know, Electro Traveler and all these other things, all the story. Want to hear all the characters talk? So many voice actors announced their, you know, role as NPCs, and I'm like, I cannot wait to hear all of them. Anyways, let's get started.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler?
About the Crux fleet.
Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct? Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right?
It seems our intel has arrived.
The fleet has nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ad Astra Abyssa, Catherine.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See? There's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
And so we begin chapter 2. The immovable god and the... What does this say? The immovable god and the eternal... Euthymia? I cannot say it. I'm bad at words. And also, it's only 10 in the morning. My brain is still processing. 2 hours later. Anyways, okay, so we have to go to Beidou's ship. I had to remind myself that because I have the mic in my face, I have to make sure I at least look at my OBS window for dialogue if it's cut off. Okay, let's just go. So kind of interesting that people actually try to ice bridge their way to Inazuma, but of course the game wouldn't let them. Because there's like thunderstorms like preventing. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I saw, oh yeah, also obviously while avoiding spoilers of the quest, I did see a screenshot of someone taking like 1.6 versus 2.0 with this distance. I almost fell down. And yeah, it was quite the change. And I like that because, you know, it's nice to see like more of the game implemented instead of some random distance. Okay. No one deal with this.
Burst forth!
So we'll use Albedo's flower. Okay, just not get hit by the slime. Okay. I think there's an easier way to do this. Because apparently there's like a platform thingy. But, it doesn't work. That's the last time I tried. I tried it like in my last Genshin stream and it clearly didn't work. So we just decided to fly away to the boat.
Time to set sail.
I wonder what's going
Where
on up
by
there.
20? Oh, here we go.
Ah, you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already.
It's an honor to be aboard.
Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
Ahoy there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain.
That's Toma.
And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these Outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Toma.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
We got this.
Fair seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Oh, okay then. Over here. Okay, register the checkpoint. Hey, now I'm gonna be hearing and seeing these Inazuma characters. Okay.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
Oh my god, what are these options? We're here to turn wide and or we are here to find a brother. Well, we're not kind. I mean, we already kind of met our brother, but should we just say it? Which option should I pick? I want to pick the second one. Also, the dog is just in my room. Let's see. Let's say the second one.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are the entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement.
Welcome or not, we don't have a choice.
I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Is that all the time? Yeah. Yeah, we haven't heard of it. We're from a, different. We're not from this world, so of course we don't know. Where are we in the? Oh, we're pretty close to one of those things. I guess we have to do the quest. We should probably progress through the quest first. I have seen like a random post where someone is like, ah yes, the quest wants you to go here, but then you just decide to explore all over the place and get all the things. Oh yeah, speaking of which, from what people are saying, this is only half of Inazuma, like, we have available to us. Like, the rest of it was definitely gonna be, like, later on.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency, both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
So good. Oh, I mean, it feels more like that is a major discount.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
Alright then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
I think it's about more than the mora.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth!
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy.
Doesn't anyone push back?
Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Which one should I say? I know it doesn't matter because, like, that's how dialogue works in this game, but still. The Raiden Shogun feels further away than ever.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe.
That may well be.
I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow! The Rito Fixer is better connected than we thought!
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too!
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
The Fixer works in mysterious ways.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind.
I just wanted to pick that option.
Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Kurisu, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Okay. Okay, go to the... Okay. I really want to go to this statue. I want to get the Electro one unlocked and test it out. I'm going the wrong way. Understand its member situation.
Oh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose.
Very nearly.
Ah, good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku Decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku Decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on Rito, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow? What's that?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this Crystal Marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for Crystal Marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle, the consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens...
This is absurd treatment.
We've tried communicating with the Commission directly. But this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
Try our best to negotiate with the Kanjo Commission?
But Karisa's the head of the association, and even he hasn't had any luck. Not to mention, we're Outlanders too.
Right. And besides, I think this may well be the fate they've ordained for us.
Okay. Well, we could try tackling the problem by going to the other party involved.
That vendor... I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Got it! We're on the case!
Okay. Find the merchant selling crystal marrow.
Which one should I choose?
This way. Well, I guess exploration will have to wait until we're probably progressing outside this area. Also, I plan to explore next stream anyway, so, like, try to do the majority of story today and all that.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals?
Yes, we just arrived.
So, what do you need with me?
Where do you source your goods? This is so direct.
The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret, got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Can you reduce your prices?
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy.
Time to get the real fixer on the case.
Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
So for intel support. Is this in the game? No. Anyways, and yes, I am obviously aware he has a vision. I'm pretty sure it's now kind of a running theme in this game that if anyone has a unique design, they're very important to the story. And or have a vision. Because Dane doesn't have a vision, obviously, so... but he's very important.
Hmm? That was quick. You resolved it already?
No.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
You're going to have to help us with... What? Sentence. You're going to have to help us help you.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand.
What do you know about Werner?
Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by, but he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him?
Ships like Mondstadt to me. Seemed like a Mondstadt to me.
That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Liyue and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
Huh. What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
Got it.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
Okay. Let's try speaking to him again. Just a back and forth. God, I want to actually start exploring so much, but I can wait. I can wait.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you.
Second one, but I'm saying the first one. Time on your hands. Someone called that a form of freedom.
Huh? Where's this coming from?
A dandelion wine would sure be nice on a day like this.
Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
Oh. Sure. I guess this works.
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back.
May the animal Archon protect you.
Ah, my hometown. The home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to.
What are we saying? Close your eyes. Why are we saying this?
Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
Listen closely. Doesn't it sound familiar?
You mean the sound of the ocean?
What are these options? Sheep and tasty chop suey?
Liyue Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants.
May the flames of virtue spread to all.
Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right. Oh, look at them floating up into the sky.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Liyue Harbor.
Liyue. Liyue.
Okay. Any of these. I have so many materials.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it.
A lot of people out there sympathize with the position you're in.
You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home, just like me. Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world.
Who are those people?
Alright, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
You ready to talk now?
The International Trade Association will protect you.
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru, Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on.
We need evidence.
Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Okay. All that happened. Okay, we're not going that far. Yeah, as I briefly mentioned, yeah. Because I have so much time on my hands, and I do sometimes get bored and want to explore, like, the world randomly, even though I explored everything. There's a reason why I have so many materials in my possession in this game. And I hear the dog.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Follow Keijiro without being noticed. Okay. So don't get in his line of sight, I guess? Oh, just me. pretty to the right of the screen.
Ah, Ryoko.
Too close! That's too
Oh,
close!
shoot.
He'll notice us for sure! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
Don't say. Oh, I interrupted him. Oopsies.
Now, who else?
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice he's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
Oh my god, Paimon, shush. Stop. I know.
Too close! That's too close!
Oh my god.
He's getting further and
What is
further
with
away!
the, with the
Let's
kid?
catch up a little! Huh? Where'd he go?
Oh.
He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared.
Well, that
in the
was a
blink of an
mess.
eye.
I think the line
Only
of sight
with
is
made
a little.
less noise.
I feel like the line of sight, line of sight was a bit messy there. So we have to start over. This line of sight was literally just like facing me constantly.
Keijiro!
After him!
Okay, attempt 2.
Love or freedom? Which one should I choose?
Sorry. I need to think about it.
This feels a little too ridiculous compared to last time.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Too close! That's too close!
Oh, come on!
He'll notice us for sure! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
You think, Paimon?
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line.
Too close!
Oh, come on! That is so unfair.
Sure! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
Do you think it's a little... Okay, I feel like the sensitivity with that is a little
What was that sound?
too specific.
Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look?
You know, as we all know, probably, hopefully, all of you still remember, we did have like a couple moments where we had to avoid the line of sight. I feel like this one's a little too sensitive in comparison to the other ones.
Whoa, it's a ledger. Boring! Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Even if we did find Mora, we would give it to the Trade Association.
Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Huh? You aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses.
You're the one making a mockery of the rules here, Keijiro.
And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true?
You've been swindling us!
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this,
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Oh, do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Context, Paimon, context.
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young...
The dialogue just ended.
lady of our clan some courtesy.
Okay, it didn't actually completely stop.
You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. She's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
Toma, what was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
Okay. Over there, but I want to get this waypoint since I keep seeing it in the cutscene. We're gonna be collecting lots of Prima gems on our journey here.
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. Alright, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know?
Oh, we like to know all this, but I guess we'll ask the first one. Tell me about the Yashiro Commission.
Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time? So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend.
So where did this Fixer Rito thing come from?
You're asking the right questions, and to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island, and I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery, but the main thing was I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see. With your help, even the Vision Hunt Decree.
I never offered to help.
That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading.
I have one goal here, to meet the Raiden Shogun.
Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now. Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything. See you soon.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going.
But
Huh? What's up?
Outlanders are unable to leave Rito.
Oh, right! Paimon forgot all about that! Wait, so did Toma forget that too?
I think perhaps not.
Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing! As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score! Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
Oh, letter. Also, I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, why do I have a feeling that something will happen at some point? Oh, so actually, oh, I can't do this yet. Wait, can I? Wait, what? Wait, is this active quest? Okay, what is that event thing? Complete Rito escape plan to unlock. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Okay, we have to finish this quest to unlock that, I think. Oh, so we literally can't get the statue unless we actually are able to leave. Are we? Is it up there? Let's see. I want to see the statue. Let me see statue. It's probably all the way over there. I don't think we can get it. Oh yeah, as I was trying to briefly mention, I don't know. I'm just like thinking about something because this, you know, we have that update trailer, and I'm like, it's making me think.
Stop there. Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito?
I don't... pretty sure they've heard of us. Well, they both heard of us. I wonder if the Conjo Commission has heard of us. I think...
Are you saying we should go and meet with the Conjo Commissioner?
I don't know which one.
Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
I mean, Yasuo makes sense, but I don't know where that is. I mean, let's try out all our options, I suppose. Let's see what's here. Where's this? Where is it? Guess I can't go there yet. Oh wow. I just want to take in the scenery. It's so nice.
Halt! This is the Conjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
We're here to see, the Conjo Commissioner?
The Conjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel. Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Huh. Did you get all that, mister?
My sincere apologies.
I think I'm starting to hear the familiar voice actors because I kept seeing all their tweet announcements of voicing NPCs all over Twitter yesterday.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
I too am honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
All right, all in good time. 2 travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance. Let's not limit this to business only.
What's that lady doing in the background?
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the Overlord of the Vortex back under the sea, eh?
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel. Is that true?
Whoa, you heard about that too? Yep, it's true, all right.
As I thought.
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all.
You're too kind.
Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the Kanjo Commission.
Well, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Time to run some errands again?
Excellent. Well then, you must know the Genshin. A flower grows on the mountaintops of Liyue.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So, you want us to go back to Liyue?
Yes, bring me 300 Genshin, would you? Freshly picked, I mean.
That's, too many.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
I think you I think you might be a couple orders of magnitude off?
Too much trouble, is it? I see. Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
That sounds much more like it.
709 letters to be precise.
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
I'll consider it.
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
Oh, can I look up here? Because, you know, on the map, that little star thing? It's, I think it's, how could I find it? Where is it? Somewhere up here. Let me find it first. Tempted. Just switch to Albedo for his flower.
Live!
Where is it? I think it's on the roof. Oh, it probably is. Oh no! No. Oops. Oh wait, since we're in like Inazuma, are we gonna have like an extremely extended stamina bar or something? Oh no, we can go up here. Okay. Let's look. Let's get the statue so we can at least unlock the map. 'Cause I'm tired of seeing the blank map of Inazuma. Ooh, look at this. Oh, is this one of the new bosses? What is... Oh, whatever. Oh boy, it just showed all the ocean. 2%. I guess I'm gonna... Oh yeah, I 100%ed every location. I got bored one day and decided to do it when I did that. Wow. I feel like there might be something here, and it feels like there will be, considering the amount of space. Probably won't, but it feels like it could be filled in. Oh, we have like we have the boat points. That's cool. Well, it kind of makes sense. Yeah. Inazuma City. Huh. Oh, we also got the Electro. Oh, I didn't pay attention to the statue. Oh, resonate with Electro. Ooh. Electro. Let's go get these achievements as well. Oh, and I already got this. We got quite a few things. So we have purple. Ooh. Oh! Wait, what are the... Oh yeah! Oh right, boom! Yesterday I looked at the voiceover and there's a whole bunch of new lines that will unlock. I think I'll do it another time because I do want to focus on the story stuff for now. Let's see our talents. Of course we have to level all this again. The level of materials. So whatever these are. Drop by Nobushi. Oh, so I'm enemies, I think? Oh, seems like a normal attack is gonna be requiring these for Inazuma. I do want to upgrade some of the geo skills as well. I upgraded quite a bit for Anemo, but not the thing. I thought it was a chest. Wait, how am I supposed to get up there? I kind of want to figure this out, but it's also kind of like taking up so much of my time. So.
Burst forth.
Let's see. Let's see. Okay, that messed up. No. I feel like I could do this later since I'm planning to explore a lot anyway. Okay, that didn't work. Yeah, it's right there. I guess we'll do it next time. I don't have time to do this right now.
Halt, you two!
Saw this coming.
Huh? What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick! Let Paimon see!
Okay, let's see. Dear traveler, with that I could convey this message to you in person. I apologize for the hasty means by which this letter has come to you, and I hope that it hasn't left you feeling perplexed or perturbed in any way. This is my first time extending an invitation to an unknown outlander, after all. It is no mere coincidence that our paths have crossed. Therefore, I hope that you would be so courteous as to meet me tonight under the glow of resplendent moonlight. Please do not fret about retainers and bodyguards. I will ensure that their attention shall be elsewhere. I look forward to the pleasure of your company.
So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on?
We shared a glance.
Huh? Have you been up to something behind Paimon's back? Let's ask her tonight and see what she has to say.
Something to tell me. Oh, name cards. So where's the Inazuma one? Okay, that's what it looks like. Oh, we have to wait the next day. Okay. Also, even though I'm covering my UID at the bottom, like, it's okay if it's still on, like, the menu thing, because I won't open it too much. But this doesn't mean you guys could join my world, because, no, I'm not doing it during the stream. Like, doing any of that during the stream.
Ah, you finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato. This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
The pleasure is mine.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments, and at last we have the chance to meet.
Is it Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
Discuss what?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Her face.
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamachi of the Tenryou Commission. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamaji. There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but you are Outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be regrettable to let such an opportunity pass.
Ah, Paimon gets the whole picture now.
Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That is my promise.
Seems like a reasonable deal.
To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was just trying to hold us up here.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago. They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the Shogun.
An arrogant-sounding woman.
We don't have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island. It just so happens that a shipment of goods is... Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. I'm counting on you to deliver my letter.
Okay, carry out Chisato's plan. I really want to get that electro thing. Wait, we didn't even check, like, what the statue would need. Like, how many for the upgrades. Oh, lizard. Wait, can we get the wood here? Ooh, maple wood. Let's see, how many are for an upgrade? Okay, so I need 10 for the first one. And we can get a shrine death's key. Wait, I didn't really check the thing. Wait, are all the statues blessing the same? Okay, they're all the same. don't have to change it individually for regions. Oh, are we not gonna get, like, stamina? Oh. Guess we aren't getting stamina. Or are we? I don't know, it doesn't look like we're getting any, based on what that says. I have to figure out how to get up there. Oh, whatever. I just do the quest for now. I want to do all the quests today, if I can. Well, maybe except for the event one. I could do that on my own. But for the story, I want to do them now, since I know people are gonna spoil it even more if I don't do anything.
Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeatedly requested by the Kanjo Commissioner. We must be certain that they reach Watatsumi Island intact.
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that myself and an additional qualified escort be dispatched to ensure safe transport of the goods.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort this shipment personally, are you? There's certainly no need for you to trouble yourself with such a matter. And as for this qualified escort...
You dare question my abilities?
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must arrive on time. I'm certain punishment will be duly dispensed if it fails to do so.
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that, well, we don't know who this...
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar with my father's temperament. Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety on your own?
Boy, Chisato can talk the talk. They don't stand a chance.
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us. Your safety is our highest priority.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our duty to serve her in the utmost capacity.
Yes, but that's not the problem here.
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow potential thieves more time to prepare, no?
Yes, my lady. You heard her. There's no time to lose.
Oh no, we have to transport a vehicle. Enigmatic page. Collect all 10 mages to form Toki Alley Tales Prologue. Huh. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Also, I know, like, obviously, like, even though words in Japanese are, you know, spelled differently despite sounding similar, like, a good number of the words. But I'm like, I hear so many different Hiragis in so many different, like, series that I'm, like, wondering how common of that name is, like, used. Okay. Escort to blade safety.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it.
Oh, I don't have flowing. Randomly cost me.
The wrong test subject.
Let's get down to business. Come into being. The wind knows me.
Take this!
Monster sighted. Prepare to counterattack. Protect Lady Hiragi at all costs.
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato.
Electro is kind of hard to control.
To the ferry.
Oh, right, I had to destroy this.
Lightning flash!
Oh yeah, and also in the voiceover, even though I didn't get Electro yet, like, the lines were already in the thing, so I gotta hear the lines there. Where is...
Burst forth! Into the wind!
Watch out! More monsters inbound! Lady Hiraki, stay close.
Live!
Sorry. And
Fall before me!
oh god, this is a toughy guy. Oh god. My first taste of actual Inazuma fighting.
Bellowing thunder!
Yeah, I don't have much of a bonus because I honestly did not prepare with.
Burst forth!
For Inazuma. Oh boy. Oh god, the transport. Oh no.
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Narukami Island is just over there. In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel permit from the Tenryou Commission. Consider it a token of my appreciation.
Thank you, Chisato.
My lady.
So that's how it is. I had a feeling something was amiss, but Shinojo, you...
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us, I'm sure of it. But who is this Kamaji you speak of, my lady?
I'm not afraid to say that he's the one I love.
The one you love?
Shinojo, did you honestly think that...
What? No, I was just clarifying, that's all. I would never in my wildest dreams,
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it, I alone will be held accountable.
Yes, of course. As you wish, my lady.
But what will happen if your actions here are discovered, Chisato?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without food, or something to that effect.
Huh. Paimon never suspected a guy like him could have a soft side.
I wish you a safe journey. I'm sure we will meet again.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
All right.
Sacred Sakura's favor. Offer the sigils.
Whew! We're finally on our own way again! I suppose it's time we find Toma. Now, where did he say he would meet us again? Oh, right! Komori Tea House!
Wait, what did we do here? Oh yeah, I didn't really read much on what the things here are about. Okay, I guess we could do a tiny bit of exploration, but not too much, because I want to solely focus on the story. I don't have a Claymore user right now. Maybe next time I will put one in. Although the thing is, I kind of have like the party setup where I just want to focus on friendship EXP. So I can max out the friendship levels. Oh, here we go. Okay, Thunder Sphere. Is Stranger to me? Okay. I'm not gonna read this out loud. Lightning speed. Oh. Oh, I see. I see. Oh, okay, so I guess it's like to test it out. Yeah, I'll do all the exploration on what is this one? Special Sakura Bloom. What is that? Just randomly climbing something as well. Oh yeah, a lot of wood. Oh yeah. I've spent way too much time in the world. And we also had to see whatever they're called over there. Electroculus. Okay, we need 10 of those for one upgrade. I'll do all this stuff later. Let's focus on main story so I cannot get the spoilers from it. I did say I'm saving all exploration for next time, so let's skip it for now because I'm gonna lose track of all what I want to do. Although I don't think it's smart to have like the Electro right now, considering the lack of things. But on the way there, we can look around and appreciate the sight. Although first, I'm gonna be back. Gonna take a short few minute break and then I'll return. So I'll be back. Okay, I returned. And also, I think you guys also just been staring at the amount of orbs I have, I bet. And yes, I have like over 100 in my possession right now. Okay, I think the least I could do with exploration is at least try to get the electrocula. Was it electrocula? You know what I mean. I can't pronounce it. I mean, it didn't even try to pronounce the other one, so I guess it's the same situation. I hope we get more Inazuma boys, honestly. Like, there's also Goro later on that we get to see. It's not spoiler. I mean, we saw him in the trailer and the program thing. Oh, so that's where that is. Is Inazuma City gonna be like the... Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. I didn't do all this. I'm doing it later. It's fine if we delay. I mean, we could just collect a bunch of stuff and just convert things later on anyway. Also, this is the part... I think this part of the quest is what I saw on a post, and someone was just like... Or just like, yes, traveling all over Inazuma and just ignoring Toma, who's just waiting for us. Oh, I want to do all this stuff now. Don't worry. Reminder again, I'm gonna do all this tomorrow. Maybe. It depends on if I can do all the story today. And if not, and I just didn't feel like it, I could just split it in half and just do the rest tomorrow along with more exploration.
Ocean.
I like how the NPCs have really nice new clothes for this region. We had the boat thing, which is nice. The boat. Bridging. Because we had to unlock a certain thing, because the thing did mention that we would have like new craftable weapons. Guessing we had to unlock a certain thing to get access to that. Also, I need to get familiar with the electro controls as well. Detective.
Please speak to President Sun.
Oh, there's so many quests. Yeah, there's like a whole lot of new quests.
Hey, abilities to the characters.
God, I heard familiar voice actor. Kenjo. Oh, and also, I think I mentioned this already, but like, Mihoyo did reveal, the art, like, new artwork of characters and stuff. Of like characters we already have heard about. We haven't met them yet here, but basically it's basically, how do I put this? It's pretty clear to know that it's ooh, I love this area. I'm gonna take a lot of pictures. Can we get recipes? Oh boy, we got a few of them. And some things. Let's go buy these. We're not gonna use them yet. Oh yeah, and also it seems like Kata's specialty is now in the game, so I can craft it. I'll do all this up later. Ah yes, the crafting bench. Where? Ah, there you go. She has a quest too. We'll probably talk about like we could do Inazuma stuff. But not yet. Not yet. First story. God, there's so much I want to do, but there is so much content that I will definitely have to take my time exploring everything. I did kind of do like all the Golden Apple Archipelago stuff, like kind of quickly. Not too quickly, but I did it all in a day. But then I still had things I didn't find, so yeah. Oh. Oh, we can do this now? It's in the event shop. Oh, we could get a crown. Oh, we could get tons of these scrolls too. They're definitely upgrade material for Inazuma characters. However, oh yeah, and we could get Beto. I have like C4 Beto. From trying to get Xiao on his banner back in 1.3. Well, technically, I got Beto first time on the beginner banner, and then yeah. The game wants me to start the quest, but I'm not gonna do it. No, I'll do it later. Oh, okay, so this is the thing. Oh wait, can we get that? We have to go up there. We could do that later. First, let's just do the quest.
According to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Wait! We're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
Here's our invitation letter.
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Well, that sounds more like it.
Tea house. I also realized that the other quest that we have is like, I feel like I should do that first, but it seems like a normal world quest, so I guess we could wait on it. And the phone in my house is ringing. Lovely.
Well, now that we're here, where's Toma? Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
What? Is that dog talking to us?
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form?
So you're a dog?
Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
No.
all right. I've had my fun.
Hey! You're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister!
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies.
So how did we do in our test?
Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same, but when the lightning struck...
Oh. You mean he died in a duel before the throne?
Ah, so you've heard of his story.
Yeah.
His light still burns all the more brightly.
So will we be allowed to meet the Shirasagi Himegimi?
Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
I just realized the word Narukami. I have heard that on a character name once before. I know that in Japanese names, like, they're all actually written differently. They just all, like, some words tend to just sound the same, like, so. Like, you know, like, some letters could sound the same, but, you know, are all written differently. Okay. Hey, dog. It's kind of like when I was, like, making my own characters for my own, like, personal project stuff. And, well, obviously, I've seen a lot of different ways to spell names. Like, while researching for names for my own, like, little project. And it kind of also makes it, like, a reason why Japanese is so difficult to learn. Because there's so many, like, you have all these different spellings, and then they're all just, you know, I'll just, you know, pronounced the same way, and it's like, oh gosh. Can we look at this? Oh, okay. Just nothing. Anyways. Nothing for now, at least. Oh, this place is so big. So much to do. I feel like my biggest goal at the moment is to at least unlock all the shrines. I'm the waypoint, you know what I mean? The teleporting points. So, giant statue. Oh yeah, I've seen someone do something weird and I'm like, are you serious? Why did someone do this?
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into this statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree.
Why did the Shogun issue the Vision Hunt decree?
Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts. As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryou Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, oh, I don't know, selfish?
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
What the heck was that?
Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
What was that sound just now?
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
I could hear the sound of people's aspirations.
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined.
So a vision symbolizes ambition and not power.
All right, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Finally!
That was freaky. Jeez. Huh. Now, while we're like next to the location, let's try to turn this in. What a headache. Hi there, is there anything you want? About Kamaji. Are you talking about Master Kamaji? What do you want from him? I'll show the letter. You said this letter is from Miss Hiragi Chisato? If this letter is really from that Hiragi Chisato, I think you should talk to Master Kamaji directly. He's been taking walks near the bridge recently. Okay. I just like kinda wait, where's the main quest? Okay, the main quest is still a ways away. Okay. I did this quickly since we were just right next to it. Oh yeah. You're that traveler from abroad. What can I do for you? About Hiragi Chisato's letter. This letter. Did Miss Hiragi really ask you to deliver this letter to me? This handwriting. It really is her. Thank goodness. Thank you for making this trip, traveler. As for the travel permit, as it's Miss Hiragi's personal request, I will naturally see it through. However, I'll need some time to prepare. How about this? Can you wait for me at the Kiminami restaurant? Why do you want to go there? Well, I want a small favor from you. Recently, I was also thinking of sending something to Miss Hiragi. I read a letter and also requested Miss Kiminami to make some treats for me. I was planning to send them together to Miss Hiragi as a present. But if Father finds out about my plans, he might be upset. Just as I was pondering what to do, you showed up. Is your father very strict? Father, he naturally has to be strict. I don't understand why he's unwilling for me to communicate with Miss Hiragi. After all, I am a member of the Kuja clan and one of the enforcers of the Tenryo Commission. Miss Hiragi is the young lady of the Kanjo Commission's Hiragi clan. If I were to get too close to her, it would be inevitable that someone might try to take advantage of our situation. Even though it is only a present, but in some people's eyes, it's a lot more than that. Let's not talk about these trivial matters. Okay. Traveler, please wait at the Kiminami restaurant for me. After I approve the travel permit, I'll bring it to you. God, reading. Might as well get this world quest out of the way, since we're like here and all. Somehow I have a slight headache. Not in a bad way. Oh yeah, I don't know if I could do all the story quests today. If we can also do Act 2 right away. I'm pretty sure they said that we can. People confused me. Like, so I'm like, I can't know if I'm supposed to trust the patch notes. I'm saying it's already available right now or not. So many lovely places. Wait, oh, here. Welcome to Kiminami Restaurant. Okay, about Kamaji's treats. Oh, I've already prepared the treats that Master Kamaji ordered. I'll bring them to you now. But I'm curious about who Master Kamaji will give these treats to. It's nothing more than a public relations gesture, Miss Kiminami. A while back, Mr. Hiragi Shinsuke presented my father with a batch of fine tea. My father knows that oh my gosh. I had to read the text on my OBS because of my mic. Mr. Hiragi's beloved daughter, Chisato, likes treats, so he told me to prepare some as a gift in return. I was worried that the delivery might take too long and there might also be unavoidable bumps during the journey, so I specifically asked for this traveler to deliver them. Oh no, don't tell me it's one of these again. Miss Kiminami, can I have a look at the treats, please? I want to make sure I haven't missed anything. Sure, here are the treats. Please take a look. Everything is there. Thank you, Miss Kiminami. Let us move out of the way, traveler. I have a few more things to say to you. This is a travel permit. Please take it. With this travel permit, you can freely enter and leave Rito. Thank you. It's fine. This permit will make your delivery a lot smoother. Also, here's the letter. Did you write this letter yourself? Yes. I tried to write this letter in a tactful manner. I hope Miss Hiragi won't be offended by it. Please deliver this letter and the treats to Miss Hiragi. Do we have to go back again? But this time you have the travel permit. You should have a lot more freedom than before. I'll leave it to you, traveler. I also need to go back and deal with official matters. When will I be able to go there myself? Okay, that's a ways off. Okay, let's go do main story again. Okay, initially I thought I was like, oh no, are we gonna do something again that is like timed based? No. Oh, we have like archive stuff. Ooh. Yeah, so we have now have the map stuff. Geography. Wait, is it this? Yeah, we now have the Inazuma. Oh wow, we have quite a few. And this is only apparently half the islands, by the way. Because there's apparently like 3 more, I think. According to what I remember. Still have so many. I'll deal with commissions later. I mean, not commissions, achievements. Right.
Oh, we have fancy chest over there.
Again, I'm gonna do this all another time. I'm not doing it right now. Where is, oh, the Kamisato estate is so far away. We'll teleport here, so the journey is a little bit cut short. And go this way. Oh, while we're at it, we could just take a look at the area, admire the view, be like, oh, it's so pretty. I mean, it really is pretty. Also, you know, for like the first character of Inazuma we meet, being Toma, the fact that he's not a playable character like available yet is like why? because the next banner after Ayaka is Yoimiya and Sayu. And then according to like, you know, Mihoyo revealing things on their Twitter account, not counting the crossover event stuff, Kokomi, who will have a very long name tag when she's a character, considering her last name is much longer than... Uh-oh.
Shall be punished.
Uh-oh. We got this thing. I mean, this person. A particular maiden who wields a water mirror in combat. She enters polarized... Uh-oh. And I'm gonna totally die.
Lightning flash! Huh. Yeah.
The wind knows me.
She has defense. Oh yeah, I've heard that the enemies have like even more like HP.
Lightning flash!
Into the wind.
Wait, where'd she go?
Time to go. As one with wind and cloud.
Out of my sight.
Forcing my way to defeating.
This body belongs to ice and
Oh wow, we have so many new materials. Well, guess what I'm gonna be doing once I'm done with my 2 streams. I'll be grinding for all these materials. Oh, and also is this...
Take this!
Oh, that's how we get Sakura Bloom. Oh, we could actually go to... Huh. Right. Okay, might as well collect all these because they're all new. So I guess we're not gonna get stamina bar increase, sadly. I don't know, the statues didn't say anything, so I'm like, oh, that's a bit disappointing. I would like to see more of the stamina bar increased, if I have to be honest. I would love to see it. Unless this tree would... I don't think this tree would give us. What is that noise? Why am I scared? I'm not that scared. Also, I hope with Inazuma we have more unique designed guys. Because all there is so far, like, is Toma and Goro, and we haven't met Goro yet, so... Goro is an animal boy, and he's so cute. I know he's like resistant. It's not really spoilers if the trailer said it anyway, so... I mean, I already saw the trailer. I already seen the update preview things. Also, they're not gonna be playable in the next update anyway. Because Mihoyo didn't post splash art. The things. I had to wait who knows how long until I am able to use my orbs again. Because I may have mentioned this already, but I have sworn to only pull for the guys now, if they're new, or if I want the constellations. So, like, if it's a 5-star banner. Though exceptions can be made. So. Okay, we're not gonna be able to go up there. The cooldown for this is... Wait, how much has changed? Oh yeah, I have lower recharge. The goblet I have is a Nemo, so I don't really have anything. Oh, those are just regular berries. This is not what I had in mind. I mean, I am underestimating how long it'll probably take to do the story because I have to travel all over this new area just to understand it. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna be doing quite a lot today, so... But, depending on how much there is, I might actually have to wait till tomorrow to finish story. But I would preferably like to do it all today. Maybe save it for tomorrow. It took like 2 hours for me to do, like, the Act 4 of Chapter 1, which was the Reunite, quest, so... I have very much did not go the way that they intended me to go. What's this?
What? Another bad one?
Oh, the tree's here. I was like, what? Sacred Sakura. Ooh. Pretty. What are all the things here? Oh, wow. There's 50 levels. That's a lot. Oh, we could get these billets. I want to get one of those. Because I want to max out Iron Sting's thing. Because I only need one more refinement.
Protection of the electoral Archon. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom.
The cooldown's ridiculous. Oh, now the little things are glowing because of the burst. Okay, let's go. Time to fly. I'm going the wrong way. It's over here. I get to see Ayaka in the actual story. Oh yeah, and also what I learned recently is that Ayaka's voice actor also voiced Catherine, the Adventures Guild lady. It's kind of interesting how I never knew that the whole time, even though I've heard the voice dialogue a million times. Because, like, I've heard Erica Mendez's work a lot, so I'm like, how did I not recognize her? Like, this whole time. Okay, let's go. Ooh. Huh.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
It's hard to top the Jade Chamber.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guest. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
I think I understand.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can...
Why can't we help? I did not come to start a rebellion.
Oh,
why can't we help?
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
I'm going to leave now. Why are we like this? No! I want to help them.
No, please! Wait! Please, don't go!
What?
I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
3 visionless people.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here.
I will do as you wish.
Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Why are we like this? Why are we like this? What is... Why are we like this? I want to help them! Come on, just like this stupid decree is dumb.
Miss Kamisato's left, it seems. No cutting corners now, okay?
Okay. 'Cause that's one way to not, like, have her still there. I want to help these people. Or are we just like, no, we're just gonna talk to... It's like, I'm down, we're just gonna be here to talk to, the Raiden Shogun. She is the Archon, right? Actually, yeah, they mentioned it in the Liyue chapter, so I guess, yeah. I am not traveling all the way there. We are gonna teleport. Okay.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
Oh yeah, something I realized a bit earlier is that Paimon pronounced Raiden differently, like Raiden. This is a bit of a mispronunciation.
Ah, you must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay.
What's happened?
Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
So why the change?
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here. You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay.
Oh, you lived here for a long time.
True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back?
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
Okay. Find clues.
Okay. This looks like Tejima's diary, all right. Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was the name of his pet crab. I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance. Seems like your average diary of daily village life. Huh? Wait! There's more! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine.
Okay. It's right, yeah, right here.
So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy?
Okay, use elements aside. Oh, I saw you. I see it. It's through the building, apparently. Hup. Oh, get down. Oh, here.
Here we are! This seems to be somewhere that Tejima visited a lot.
Seems like the pixels are kinda...
The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that kept him in the village all these years? Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look. It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again?
Okay, so the paper says, if we become separated during work, go wait for me in Konda Village. There'll be a safe home for us there. Oh yeah, it's here.
Huh. So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
Oh. Where? Oh, he's over here.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared.
Does that make you feel sad?
No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream.
So, do you still plan on leaving?
I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness, the feeling that something is missing. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad.
Losing a reason to feel sad is maybe the saddest thing of all.
Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, let's go find the next person. According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
Oh, God, that makes thinking about what happened to Kazuha's friend, like, even more sad. It's like, it also, like, you know, like, also, like, Kazuha grabbing his vision is, like, so, like, it makes it feel like, it's like he made sure, like, the Archon doesn't take away his friend's hopes and dreams.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma, the ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Emergency provisions? Like emergency food?
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
No?
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself, I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to.
We heard that you lost your vision recently.
That's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
Huh. He seems to be telling the truth. But we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say. We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
Okay. Yeah, kind of have a headache. Ugh. Oh, when you're so focused on the game, your brain. Okay, let's find these guys.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history.
You demand, boss!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson!
Another test subject.
Coming to be.
Take this!
Dodge this!
Motion to compel!
I got careless. Payback. The wrong test subject.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you.
Not likely. Word has it you looted Kurosawa's house.
Kurosawa? Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes, of course.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Okay. to the... Yeah. Also, based on how long I've been doing this, like, just Act 1, I think I'll definitely save, like, Act 2 for the next stream. Yeah, if we're able to do it. I don't know, I'm confused. Well, we have to see if Yoimiya's chapter's available after we're done here. What course are we on? Oh, we still have quite a few. Let's do a long stream, though. Maybe. I don't know. Find out. Let's not think about it. There's still so much to do.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about?
About these IOUs.
Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Whoa, whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself?
Unfortunately, he doesn't remember.
I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for. Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we didn't buy anything!
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree? Don't worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 mora should be a fair price.
Fair enough.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions were coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything.
Okay, where is this? Okay, let's just fly. Glide.
What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
Actually...
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so.
The sword.
This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
The words are virtue and justice.
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryou Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword.
Losing a vision.
Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
Well, yeah, it's like taking away what you know, it means for them. There's a lot of quests with this act. I think I probably will have some time to do like a character story after this, so. Because Ayaka's and Yoimiya's are unlocked after this. Yeah, I underestimating myself. I went the wrong way. Oh, I want to see Goro so much, though.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
We're here to become disciples.
Disciples?
Yep! We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being.
Last second one. We can wait till he's recovered.
I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So, we've asked the Shrine Maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
Okay, wait till night again. Okay, let's go back up and change the time. mention this earlier, but yeah, it seems like we do have a story explanation why some of the people close to the Raiden Shogun still have their visions. So I was like wondering, it's like, you're taking away all the visions, but why are some people still allowed to have it? It's like, oh, okay. Like your own people. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm like, yeah.
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's, his senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the Shrine Maidens managed to subdue him, so the ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon.
Why did I press the button? Ah! Like, I just went in a daze and just pressed F, the keyboard.
Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Huh?
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
Okay. And also I know that some people be like, why don't you just put on the auto advanced option? And the reason is because, well, I don't want to do it.
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up?
So we're just jumping.
Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
How did you catch up with me so quickly? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister!
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day, long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai. Yes, that's me.
Why did you run?
Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world.
Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Meikyo Shisui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately, that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Meikyo Shisui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
Okay, let's see.
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yae has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yae? Is that the same Lady Yae that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yae is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yae can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yae?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yae does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now. but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yae herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yae's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yae, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
I will gladly join you.
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yae. We're curious to meet her too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden children from her.
Okay, so we had to go all the way there. Thankfully, I found the waypoint, so we don't have to deal with traveling up the mountain. Okay, let's go. Wait, where's the Electroculus? Okay, so apparently the lady's name is pronounced Yae. Yae? Because I keep saying yay, and I'm like, that doesn't sound right every single time I say it.
Do you think that's Lady Yae? Oh, no wonder Junyo is so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yae, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yae, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
Hi, Miko.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yae, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady Yae, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the Swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest Swordmaster in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Ansai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Meikyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Ansai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yae and then get yourself back home.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
Yes, it seems as good of a resolution as we can hope for.
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you. She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Okay. Flower blooms in a prison. Is that like one of the last ones? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it's I think the last one in Act 1. Also, fortune slip. So cold. I'd like one. How's go? First shake this thing over here. Isn't it called a fortune slip box? Yes, a bamboo slip will drop out from it. Give it to me and I'll give you a matching strip of paper. I'm pretty sure they say it's a fortune slip. Whatever. Okay. I'm gonna mean bad luck. It's fate. Got a problem with that, huh? Eh? Isn't there that shelf-like thing outside we can use too? Did she seriously just say okay. I'm not gonna read all of it. I'm kinda tired of reading long sentences today. Tying an inconspicuous slip onto the fortune slip hanger to change ill fortune to good. Ill fortune, just tie it to that shelf. Okay. See what this is seem right? It's gonna draw a slip. I want to see what this is about because I kind of saw a post about it. I'm like, okay. Is it about shake a bamboo slip, exchange that for a fortune slip? Sure, try luck.
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
What is this? Okay, right. Here. Okay, yeah, daily. Okay, elegantly put. Only one each day. Okay, what is our luck? Not bad. Bring you good fortune. Oh, I should have used my Paimon voice. Wow, I have so many things to get to give. Oh, this is a quest item? Whatever. That's a good fortune. Lucky object for today, warm bird egg. Wait, why are we randomly collecting all these? Anyways, let's go to Ayaka. Oh, is this like, interesting. Let's just go here for now. Okay.
Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our 3 friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Well, the damage done by losing a vision can't be completely undone.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Alright then.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen?
It seems to be a fate worse than death.
Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance?
I will help you fight the Vision Hunt decree.
You will? Really?
But you must keep the promise you made me.
Naturally.
Alright, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House? We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, are we just gonna be already there? Oh,
Well,
we are.
here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me?
Quite yes. Okay, we'll start from the first question. What kind of god is the Raiden Shogun?
The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting accordingly without feeling.
Is no one else fighting the Vision Hunt decree?
The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt decree is something that has no implications whatsoever. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt decree.
Have you raised a formal objection to the Vision Hunt decree?
Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt decree.
Oh, I have no further questions.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article.
Must have been where Venti went.
The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
Darn! So they found out about it? Ugh.
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu.
He has saved many others.
Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should we be caught. That would only serve to cast suspicion on any future activity we might seek to attempt.
So you're offloading that job to me, huh?
By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Nagonohara family. There, you will find someone who can help you.
Okay. How can we get...
You want to know who you'll be meeting in Hanamizaka? Let's just say they'll be easy to find. You'll see what I mean when you get there.
And you see her vision is on her bow? I think. Yeah. dog. Also, okay, we haven't seen Goro yet in the actual story, but oh, Toma's there. But we haven't seen Goro yet in the actual story, but what animal is he supposed to be half of? Like a dog or what? Hey, Toma.
Hey, all finished? I've been keeping watch, and I'm happy to report that everything is fine and dandy.
Yeah. Yes, he does have vision right there. A pyro, vision. I think he's like the first in literally ages to be a guy with a pyro vision that we've seen, and is new, and it's not like someone released at the very beginning of this game being launched. For reference, I started playing in December, the beginning of the month in December. I didn't play since launch. I got a lag.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again. Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time. You'd best save yourself the trouble.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, can we?
Are we just gonna beat them up? Or what? Let's move.
Psst. Hey, wait.
Okay, we're not gonna just beat people up.
Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention.
Oh.
Come on, this way. What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help?
Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment.
Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble. Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision!
Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right. Here, take it.
Wise choice. All right, let's go.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen to him after losing it? This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us from interfering.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Seems we were fooled too.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya. Sorry about that.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet ya.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it. Ugh.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too?
Miss Kamisato mentioned his name.
You don't say! Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently. But if I just marched straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right person on our team.
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Master Masakatsu. We're on our way.
Time to break him out.
Okay. Yes, my head. Oh wait, I'm supposed to. Nah, we'll just run all the way there. Yeah, I think after doing all the story quests, I will take a break and continue right after, because I do want to do the character story as well today. That's the plan I have. What time is it? Oh, it's 1:30. Oh, this is, well, yeah, this is a proper chapter quest, so it is a very lengthy one. We go here? Ah, yes. Oh my god, kitty. Oh, it ran off. Oh. No cryo. Okay. Okay, she's being used by the... Okay. Oh yeah, I changed things up on Chanyun, so he's kind of missing artifacts.
Time for some training?
I use him. So, I want to get new artifacts for him because the ones he had were bad.
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
Come on, this way. As long as we stay quiet, we've got a good chance. I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. Let's find Master Masakatsu and get out of here. We should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu. I'll be right back.
You sure? Alright then. Just be careful not to get caught.
Yes, you too.
Oh dear. You're fine. Okay, so I'm guessing it's like reputation stuff, maybe? I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll probably figure it out on my own time. I'm missing.
Burst forth!
Take this! Boom boom!
At least the other three will do just as much damage.
Talk about a big door. It seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Coming to beat! One with my blade! From whence you came!
My damage is a bit low because, you know, Electro.
Strike first! Don't hold back!
Incinerate!
Elemental reactions are definitely helpful here. I am no healer.
I need to.
I am building a
train harder,
but I don't have anything yet. I haven't finished getting artifacts. I'm trying to look, make sure we're not missing. This is like, yeah. I remember when I was doing one of the story quests at one point. Yeah, it kind of bugged out and I had to... Oh, there's traps.
Boom boom!
what's this move? Never mind, I'm dumb.
These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
There we go. Ah.
Teach your lesson.
Never mind.
Soldiers, quick!
Come into being! Forth, my blade! Submit for judgment!
Replica blade! Take this!
I must withdraw.
I won't forget
I'm so glad that Yanfei, ouch. Yanfei is
Watch your
very
force.
prepared.
Moments of birth!
Don't hold back!
Suppose
Show
I'll
me
do
what
it.
you've got!
Take this!
Come into being!
With flowers.
One with my blade!
Allow me to strike first!
Ouch.
Ah!
Live!
These guys are tanky.
I need to.
World level 8, everyone. World level 8.
I've been bested.
Didn't I pass a chest though? Ooh, let's show sigils. Like how much was? Oh, it's probably somewhere else. Is that? Yeah. Okay. It is somewhere else. Just keep going. Oh. What's this? Oh god. Oh, I can't go over there.
Oh! Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Oh, ow. Apparently there's a revival point somewhere here.
Brace yourselves.
Come into being!
Boom boom! Inadmissible
Withdraw.
Take this!
Feel this ancient power!
Yeah.
Spirit blade! Live!
Watch your step.
Motion to compel!
Oh, wait, that's a. Never mind.
Ha!
Show me what you've got. I dare you.
There we go.
Clear. Cut.
I cannot underestimate.
Oh, well. Oh yeah, everyone has like low HP voice lines, except for Traveler for some reason.
Strike first.
Lightning flash!
Apparently we're not so concerned about our low HP. The Traveler.
Train harder.
I mean, either. I checked and there was none. Oh wait. We have to take the Magatama. There we go. I'm trying to make sure I get all the goodies as well. Like this. Oh, we could definitely get some things to upgrade with. All this. I should switch back to an MO. After all this, so I can.
Incinerate!
Oh, wait, no. Is there anything up there? Oh god, angles. No, I can't climb. Well, unless it goes back down, I don't think it will. Oh, it will. I want to check something. Oh my god. I'm trying to avoid awkward angles and it's not helping. Okay, no. Oh wait, no, yes. Here we go. Guess I gotta go back. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, we got the Magatamas. Oh god, this makes me dizzy.
Motion to compel.
Okay, lag. Oh. Yeah, nothing else. There you go.
Shh! Quick! Hide! Look over there. That must be Master Masakatsu.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up was just the beginning.
No!
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing him!
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
We can only grit our teeth for now.
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to Master Masakatsu, our whole plan will have been for nothing.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
She's also enforcing the Vision Hunt decree.
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Oh, Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Masakatsu.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to.
Well, they'll find us for sure if we don't do something.
Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my little present.
Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to distract them. Maybe more than enough.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know.
Nice work.
I was particularly proud of this batch. I decided to.
Whoa!
I
fireworks are my craft after all. Every match has to be spectacular.
Well, those guards deserved what they got.
Look, the coast is clear. Now's our chance.
Jeez.
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! They could be back any minute! Oh.
You were over there watching us this whole time, weren't you?
Yes. Leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well... you can bet we'll do all we can to keep that from happening.
We will protect Master Masakatsu.
Leave this place.
She's letting us... She's sparing us, I suppose. For now.
We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you to a round of drinks once this is all over.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him.
Well, luck was on our side this time.
Right, Kujosara. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were treating him? It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission. Though Paimon would never agree with their actions in the Vision Hunt Decree, of course. How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
Still. Oh wow, so many achievements. I'll set them all later. Okay. Where am I going? I leave it there. I'm lazy, let's just teleport here. I had no idea how to get out of whatever I was in. To be fair, a new region is quite overwhelming, so, you know. So much. Whoa.
I see. So Kujosara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujosara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt Decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing to allow his escape. If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second thought.
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing. We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Thanks for the compliment.
Don't mention it.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without the help of the Traveler. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, there is still much to be done. It is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu, but our list of allies appears to be growing. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. They call it a ceremony of sorts. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryou Commission busy with preparations, we should have a little more breathing room than usual.
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order. Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot together? Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
A hot pot game? What's that? Well, as long as it has to do with eating.
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and guess whose ingredient it was. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even has it that the winner receives blessings from the god of hot pot. Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try. In fact, I've already got my ingredients prepared.
You really do want to play, huh? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. But what should we choose?
I don't want to be Daredevil, though. I'm not that kind of person. Oh, well, I've been going on for 4 hours. Let's stick to the classics.
Let's see what we've got here. Fresh fish fillets, shrimp, bamboo shoots. Nice! You can't go wrong with these. Paimon can't wait. Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones to actually put anything edible into the pot. Don't go wasting the rest now.
Wow.
This was possibly the scariest looking hot pot Paimon's ever seen. Fortunately, Toma ended up eating all the weird stuff.
Ew, okay.
You can say that again. But hey, at least I got the most points. Oh, wait a moment. That doesn't feel good.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. The soup flavor wasn't quite the same afterwards.
Okay.
Even with the Traveler's normal ingredients, I still couldn't guess any of them correctly.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the Traveler ended up eating one. Boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh. Think of the texture.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I need to lie down.
After a while.
I feel like a new man.
Okay, game.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the god of hot pot's blessing. Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I couldn't be beaten at my own game first time around. I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. I can sense it. So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner of today's Hot Pot Challenge is me.
Oh, brother.
Good effort, team. Another important job taken care of. Next on the agenda, some well-earned rest and relaxation.
Yes, If the Tenryou Commission truly is as busy with preparations as Toma claims, then some rest would be a welcome change of pace. And with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House and discuss our next operation. Downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most of it. I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our ingredients for our next round.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules. I'll see you all later.
Bye, Toma! Seems we won't need to be visiting the Komori Tea House for a while. Why don't we go explore some other places?
Oh, and that's it. Oh boy, that was a long act. To be fair, these story acts are pretty lengthy. Although we already got like 50k in adventure rank. Oh, we do have. Whoa. Oh yeah. Complete. Okay, so all this is available to us immediately. I want to do both. Obviously, I want to do both, but I will have to refresh the recording because I don't want to have like a 7-hour VOD or something. Let me get out of here first so we can get this. Nah. Uh-oh. Are we starting quest?
Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Are we on?
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Huh? Ayaka?
What's the matter?
Something has come up, and I would like to request your assistance. But you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or the Kamisato clan. It is my own individual request.
Individual request? You mean personal stuff?
Correct. It concerns my mother.
Oh.
This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, you are the only person I can entrust this to.
Can you give me any more details?
A few days ago, I was sorting through some old family belongings when I found a notebook that belonged to my mother. She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. But what drew my attention was a name. It is one that I have never heard before, so the fact that she mentions it so frequently, it makes it difficult for me to ignore.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
You'd really never heard the name before? Not once?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away many years ago, both my brother and I are familiar with the vast majority of their acquaintances. So, I am very curious about this mysterious individual. I would very much like to meet them. According to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki. This seems to have been someone very important to my mother. Someone with a lot of personality, who liked to have fun.
Paimon thinks it sounds like a girl's name.
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want us to do? Do you need us to find her for you?
No. Her address is given in the notebook. We can head straight there. I wanted you to assist me with the preparation of greeting gifts. Please keep everything I have told you in strict confidence. The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together, but he is terribly busy at present, and on a more selfish note, I don't wish to involve anybody else from Inazuma in this matter.
Hence why you came to me, an outlander.
Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with a genuine concern for other people. Not to mention trustworthy. I would not feel comfortable with anyone else in this situation.
You can count on us! We've done greeting gifts before, so we should be able to help. In terms of payment, just treat us to some delicious food and we'll be more than happy.
Wonderful! In fact, I was hoping to take this opportunity to show you both around, if you don't mind, of course.
Oh, we don't mind. We don't mind at all. Do we?
Not in the slightest.
Thank you kindly. Shall we head off then? Ogura Textiles and Kimonos is our first stop.
Alright, sounds great.
Okay, can I take a short break, please? Yeah, so this is Ayaka's story chapter. I mean, yeah, quest. Let me take a break. I need a break. I'm a bit exhausted. I mean, I'm obviously gonna do both. Wait, which one? Yeah, this one. Okay, it's over there. I'm gonna take a short break because, it's been like 4 hours, and that story quest, wow, it really is 4 hours. It's gonna take a while to upload this. Didn't expect this story quest to be like 4 hours long. How long did it take me to do? It took me like 3 hours for the Chapter 1 Act 4. And obviously only an hour for the Chapter 2 prologue. Oh boy. Okay, I think the plan I have is to do both of these today. I could do everything else on my own. And this... Or I could just do like half of this today. And if we're at a good point or close to done, I could stop. I don't know. But for now, I'm gonna take a short break, and I'll be back in a few minutes.